Breaking news: Chase Bank has just made a major move that is creating shockwaves across the global currency community. From Iraqi Dinar investors to Vietnamese dong holders, everyone is asking the same question. What exactly is Chase planning? And what does it mean for their long-awaited exchange opportunities? In this report, we take a closer look at the development that's sparking intense discussion. The quiet shift that could reshape how investors approach exotic currencies, and why this update could save time, reduce risk, and help avoid costly mistakes when it comes to currency exchanges. In recent days, Chase Bank has made discreet but significant adjustments to its foreign currency operations. Far from being routine, these updates appear to signal a broader strategy. The bank has reportedly upgraded its internal systems to better handle what are known as exotic currencies, including the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, currencies that have generated massive interest among private investors in recent years. What makes this story especially intriguing is that Chase has not made a public announcement. Instead, the changes have surfaced through internal communications, staff training programs, and branch-level system updates, fueling speculation and curiosity within the investor community, according to information from banking insiders. Chase Bank has enhanced its foreign exchange framework by introducing new authentication systems and expanding employee training for handling exotic notes. The result? Faster, more accurate verification, and smoother transaction experiences for customers. For years, investors have complained that smaller institutions lacked the capability to authenticate such currencies on site, often requiring lengthy verification through central offices. Chase's upgrades could dramatically shorten that process, potentially transforming how these transactions are conducted. But this story isn't just about technology, it's about policy. Based on customer experiences and insider discussions, Chase appears to be taking a more open stance toward processing exotic currencies, a category many major U.S. banks have historically avoided due to perceived risk. While no official statement has been made, Chase's operational readiness indicates that it's preparing for a notable increase in demand. For many investors, that shift suggests a broader change in how mainstream financial institutions view these currencies, not as speculative novelties, but as legitimate, manageable assets. That development reignites a long-running debate among currency holders. Should investors spread their exchanges across multiple banks or work with one trusted institution? For years, online discussions have promoted the idea of using several banks to bypass limits or regulatory reporting. But new insights suggest this approach may create unnecessary complications. Chase's model highlights the advantages of working through a single, established relationship where identity verification, account history, and documentation are already in place, making the process faster, safer, and more transparent. Consider a recent example circulating in the investor community. One individual from Texas reportedly spent weeks visiting multiple banks, encountering conflicting policies and inconsistent procedures at every stop. Some branches declined to process exotic currencies altogether. In contrast, another investor who maintained a long-term relationship with Chase completed his exchange quickly and without issue. The key difference? Familiarity and trust? That's precisely the advantage Chase seems to be promoting with its new focus on relationships-driven service. Strategically, Chase's decision makes sense. It's one of the world's largest financial institutions. It doesn't undertake system-wide updates without a long-term vision. By strengthening its foreign exchange capabilities, the bank positions itself as a central player in the exotic currency exchange market. Beyond serving currency investors, Chase is building a foundation for future growth in wealth management, lending, and investment services. In short, it's a move that enhances both customer convenience and the bank's competitive position. For holders of the Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong, the next step is practical. Reach out to your local Chase branch and ask to speak with a foreign exchange specialist. Confirm whether the branch handles these currencies directly or through regional centers. Some locations may already offer on-site processing, while others are still transitioning. The key takeaway is that Chase is building nationwide consistency, unified. Professional network capable of handling these exchanges with clarity and precision. Why now? Timing appears to be everything. The global foreign exchange market is evolving rapidly, Major institutions are positioning themselves for potential surges in transaction volume. By modernizing its infrastructure today, Chase ensures readiness for tomorrow's market shifts. For investors, this signals that large banks are taking exotic currencies more seriously, preparing for higher demand rather than retreating from it. That perception has reignited confidence and speculation among holders of dinar and dong worldwide. Another point of concern for many investors involves compliance and regulation. Some fear that exchanging large amounts of foreign currency could trigger government scrutiny. The reality is that reporting requirements apply across all banks and cannot be avoided simply by using multiple institutions. In fact, spreading exchanges across different banks can make compliance more complex. By handling transactions through a single, trusted bank such as Chase, the process becomes more streamlined and less stressful, thanks to established customer records and verification systems. Exchange rates are another crucial factor. Banks earn profit from currency conversions through the rate spread, the difference between their buy and sell prices. Customers with long-standing banking relationships are often better positioned to negotiate competitive rates. In this context, Chase's new systems could benefit loyal clients, giving them an edge over walk-in customers. Building a relationship now could mean better opportunities later when it comes time to exchange. So what's the smartest move for investors? Preparation. If you already bank with Chase, it's time to reconnect with your branch and stay updated on their foreign currency policies. If you're not yet a customer, it may be worth opening an account and establishing a history early. You don't have to transfer all your finances, simply build familiarity with the system and staff. When exchange time arrives, being a recognized client can make the process faster and more efficient. Documentation is also key. Exotic currency exchanges require careful verification of both the currency and the customer. Chase's upgraded authentication tools and better trained personnel help ensure this process moves quickly and accurately. That benefits not only clients, but also Chase's image as a modern, transparent institution leading the way in foreign exchange services. Skeptics, however, continue to question whether these moves hint at a larger event, perhaps even a currency revaluation. The truth is, no bank can predict or influence such outcomes. What Chase is doing, rather, is preparing its systems to operate efficiently and compliantly in any scenario. This readiness demonstrates responsible planning. It's not speculation, an encouraging sign for serious investors seeking stability and professionalism. For holders of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, this moment marks a potential turning point. After years of uncertainty and mixed messages, one of the world's most prominent banks is showing tangible readiness to serve this market segment. Whether or not a revaluation occurs, Chase's upgrades bring legitimacy and smoother service to a space often clouded by misinformation. Investors who stay informed, organized, and proactive will be best positioned when opportunities arise. On the technology front, Chase has reportedly implemented advanced bill validation machines capable of scanning and authenticating foreign currency with higher accuracy. These systems drastically reduce manual inspections and shorten waiting times, addressing one of the biggest pain points for investors. The result is a more seamless and efficient exchange experience for customers handling large volumes of exotic currency. Another part of Chase's strategy involves customer education. As more people become interested in currency investing, misinformation online continues to spread. Trained bank representatives can now guide clients through each step, explaining documentation requirements, processing times, and transaction policies with clarity. This approach builds trust and helps dispel the uncertainty that has long surrounded the dinar and dong markets. Finally, Chase's enhanced systems now allow for larger single exchanges. Many smaller institutions impose strict limits on transaction size, forcing customers to break up exchanges into multiple visits. With its upgraded infrastructure and expanded capacity, Chase can now process larger amounts in fewer steps, invaluable improvement for serious investors seeking convenience and efficiency. In conclusion, Chase Bank is quietly positioning itself as a major player in the exotic currency market. Through upgraded systems, improved training, and enhanced transparency, it's setting a new standard for how banks handle dinar and dong exchanges. For investors, this means fewer obstacles, faster transactions, and more confidence in the process. The one bank approach, cankered in trust and consistencies, emerging as the smarter, safer path forward.